Hi YouTube community. I just want to make this brief video about a certain Canelo Alvarez. Now that we know that the Paul Williams versus Canelo fight is totally out of the picture, I just want to discuss something which has really been on my mind for some time now, for over a year. Now, is is about a possibility between Canelo Alvarez versus Mayweather. YouTube community, before you try and have a go, just hear me out. I believe Canelo Alvarez has a good chance in beating Mayweather or making it competitive, if not. The reason why I say this is because Canelo Alvarez is quite precise with his punches. He's You could say he's defensively sound. He doesn't really get hit an awful lot. Um, One criticism I do have of Canelo, he doesn't have the greatest head movement. His hand speed is okay. It's fairly good. I don't personally see no reason why Canelo Alvarez is not ready to fight Floyd Mayweather. Now we all know Floyd Mayweather is going to be going to jail next month in June for about 3 months. I think within that period, if Canelo Alvarez is able to, fight an opponent and look good, there is no reason why he can't get a fight with Floyd. I mean, I will argue that Canelo Alvarez is just as good as Miguel Cotto. I don't really see no difference between Miguel Cotto. In fact, Canelo's punches are a lot more precise than Cotto from the way I see. And a lot of people don't realize is that Canelo Alvarez actually has more professional fights that is registered on boxrec.com. He actually has over 50 professional fights. That's coming from Canelo Alvarez himself, but they were not registered. So he is experienced. He's had the ring experience. He's had more fights than Mayweather. I think he's the only guy out there that can make it competitive in beating Mayweather. Like I said, this guy is he's fairly intelligent. He is fairly intelligent in the ring. Now, no fight with Shane Mosley is easy. 40 years old or not, Shane Mosley is still a good fighter, and he looked fairly good against Shane Mosley. Um, and that's just clearly what I wanted to also add. Um, Canelo, to me, people don't want to give him a chance. They think this guy's young. He's 21 years old. He clearly doesn't have a chance against Mayweather. That's what most people will say. That's what the consensus is saying. But I beg to differ. I still believe he can make it competitive. And I would say there's another criticism I'll have about Canelo is his work rate. At times he might move around the ring and for a good 1.5 minutes during the fight, just move around the ring and let his opponent dominate the action for the first minute and a half of the fight. And then after that, he would start to take control. He will take over. I think against Mayweather, he might need to increase his activity per round and not try and use such a tactic because it might work against him. But other than that, when he does actually start letting his hands go, he's very precise with his punches, particularly his straight right hand, which would be a very effective tool against someone like Mayweather if you have a very effective straight right hand. And he's got a very good jab. He's offensively sound as far as I see from him. So I don't see no reason why he's not ready to fight Mayweather. But people write off Canelo as much as they want. I mean, he's beaten fairly worthy opponents. You might not say A-class opponents, but he's beaten some B-plus fighters out there. He's beaten the likes of Kermit Cintron. Kermit Cintron is a name. He is a name, contrary to what people say. He still is a name. He's still relevant in the sport. He may not be considered an elite fighter, but if you get Kermit Cintron on your name, is someone. He's beaten the likes of Matthew Hatton. He was on a bit of a streak prior to fighting Canelo, so he was on a streak. He wasn't just a guy that came off from a loss. He's beaten, like I mentioned, he's beaten Shane Mosley. He's beaten quite a few fighters now. Now, the Golden Boy won a, I don't know what Golden Boy are trying to do with Canelo. They're trying to make him fight B plus fighters and eventually gain Mayweather. I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, this guy is the future of boxing, and he has all the tools, I believe, in troubling Mayweather. They say he's not fast, but he's fairly fast as far as I'm concerned. So that's all I got to say. Anyway, peace.